Hello everyone, how are you guys doing? This is My Africa Show and I am Agabelai. Today I have a very special guest for you guys, a person that I personally honor, a person that is in love with music, well known with the piano that he plays, with some of his works like Chwata, Meleak Alami, Elilta, and some other, especially the special one, The Shepherd with the Flute, is the one that makes him more him. You guys have probably guessed it. My Frash is here with me. Thank you so much for giving me your time.
Thank you, Zaga.
So it's an honor to have you here today. We have recently heard of very big news. The launching of an institute named after Professor Ashenafi Kebede, musical here in the Yared Musical School under Addis Ababa University. Pretty huge news. I would love to congratulate you first.
Thank you
of
so
course.
much. Yeah.
Let's talk about the idea. How did the idea came? And tell us the journey of how it came to reality.
Yeah, thank you so much, Zaga, for having me on your show. Yes, this is really a kind of dream come true for all, especially Yared Music School staff and myself, where, you know, Professor Ashenafi Kebede has been the founder of this music school and also the first director of Yared School of Music. So when I was trying to find a venue for classical music where we can promote music in general and have also a big activity, you know, inviting international artists in our city and also sharing the world's, you know, professionals, talent. So I was actually searching for a space where I can really materialize my dreams, musical dreams. So I was really very happy to be offered by the Addis Ababa University this space, which is really a real concert hall and internationally, you know, which has an international standard as well. So I was very happy. Actually, before this, I was given another space at the National Archive, where it's a little bit different than this one. But when I was offered by the Addis Ababa University, that was really something very big news for me. And then I had to do some kind of proposal for the university. What should I do? You know, what is my dream once I have the space? So actually, I was very positively accepted by the Addis Ababa University management, especially by the Dr. Samuel Kefle and the Addis Ababa University Chancellor, Professor Prof. They said, this is your place where I really have grown up as a musician. This is my first school, you know. So I just reflected my ideas, what I can do for this, and I said, well, if I have the space, please name it, and after the, you know, after Professor Ashenafi Kebede. So then that was very positively accepted, and here we are just after one day, you know, after the inauguration.
I feel like we usually have dreams to fulfill in our life, but the big thing about having it come to reality is the decision, the hard work that takes a huge amount of courage. So I would love to congratulate you and your whole team. You have mentioned why this institute is named after Professor Ashenafi Kebede, but could you highlight us a bit about his work besides managing Yarid School and stuff like that? With what can we recall him for those of our audience that doesn't know him well?
Yeah, Professor Ashenafi Kebede, he's not only a musician, he's a researcher, he's a writer, he's an ethnomusicologist. You know, he really travels all over the world to discover the different cultures, you know, in Africa, in Asia, and in North America, where he really served most of his life, you know, as a director of African American musical cultures. So he wrote a lot of books about his research, you know, based on music, you know. So he is not actually only the musician, that he composed many music for orchestra and for piano as well. So he's everywhere, and we are really very happy to really honor him. Maybe this is not too big, but it's really the deserved recognition for what he has done in his life.
Yes, that is true. I agree with that. So let's talk about the classes given in this institute. What kind of classes are going to be provided?
The role of this auditorium or center is going to be to promote music, to promote local talents, to invite international artists, you know, not only focusing on music, different talents where we can really exchange with our local music lovers. So it is going to be the center of, especially for the Ethiopian artists, where they can come and make the recording of their work or show their talents in such a way that they will inspire others, you know. So it's not going to be just an entertainment, but it's also educational space. So my dream is just like, you know, in the rest of the world, they have this very popular auditoriums, like in New York, if you go to Carnegie Hall, in England, Wigmore Hall, Sydney, you know, they have all these symbolic auditoriums where really internationally recognized. So this is my idea. As Ethiopia is a capital of Africa, we need to have a space where we can invite international artists and, you know, just to have highly standard performances where really educate also our community. So that's the main goal, but we still have a lot of plans to set up for young people, for children to come and take some lesson and show to their parents, you know. We have a lot really in mind. So as you know, the space is very difficult in Ethiopia. We used to work a lot with hotels, you know, but now we have a proper concert hall where we really feel very graced, you know, honored, you know,
yeah,
honored.
Exactly.
So a lot of things really coming up.
Yes. So as you are the first person to manage this institute, what kind of projects are you planning to implement, or what kind of works are you planning to do?
I think, you know, as of the new year, Ethiopian New Year, we are trying to book international artists to come. You know, at least we should have like 10 international performances throughout the year, and also to promote Ethiopian artists here locally, where they can show, and also where they can really bring some income for the university, because as you know, the university is now autonomous, and we have to support ourselves by bringing some income. And that's also the plan, you know, just to make some income for the Addis Ababa University, and also to self-help, you know, just for all our teams, and also to support the music school, which is the main part of this center. So we have a lot. You know, we have planned to rent this space for the international community, where they can really exercise what they want to do in their music, because music is the center of their, you know, any kind of celebration. You know, for their national day, for some bilateral programs with our country. So music is the center. So now we have the proper place where we can really provide and also get some support out of that.
Yes, I know, I feel it. This is just the beginning. It's going to get bigger. If I'm not mistaken, a few years back, I think 3 or 4 years back, you organized a concert. And in that concert, young, young talented boys were able to participate with you. And it was amazing to recall it. But as a person that is involved in the art industry, how can you see the role of young generation in the art industry, in the art world, and the coming of the young generation to that very wide scope?
Yeah, I think this is actually the main target, you know, to really bring young people to the stage and also to exercise their talent in a proper way, where we can, you know, see their development, and also, you know, by bringing some kids or young people to the stage, we can influence many others, you know. So we will have some kind of training as well, you know, not only just bringing to the stage, but we will set up some kind of orientation or educational process for the young people who are not really regular students here at the music school. So which will be really filling the gap of missing the young participation, you know, the young people participation in the music world. So I feel that will really work out very well, because we lack a lot of space, but now this will help us a lot to do and to show our talent, you know, where they can really inspire. So I think it's really a good start, and maybe we will run out of, you know, space once we introduce. I know many young people will be really interested to join us.
Yes, you know, by this means I would love to say, people have to know this, especially people that are into art, people that are that wants to get to this industry. They have to know that there is space now. This is just the beginning. As we have said, there's going to be a lot of big stuff upcoming, which I can't wait to see, by the way. But the next question I have for you is, again, as a person that has been in the creative industry for a pretty long time, tell us the impact of music or art in shaping the creative industry, especially as an Ethiopians, and contributing for the world economy.
For the creative industry, I think this is the space that we have to use it properly, because music brings all part of the, you know, communities from everywhere. So first, it's also a big opportunity for the artist, you know, just to be able to show their talents in the proper way, and also to create a space for the music lovers to come and participate in this, or you know, be as audience also. As you know, especially in Addis Ababa, we are really blessed with the international community. But I feel that we didn't use it, you know, in terms of, you know, providing the space that they are really used to. And I think we can also have their participation in, you know, bringing their young talents from their own country and share it with us. So that brings also a kind of income and support, you know, and for the artist and also for the country, which will really encourage, you know, especially we artists are not that much in Wales, you know, we want to be really good. We want to have all the facilities that we want, where we can exercise, you know, regularly our work. So there will be some kind of incentive to encourage the young people and also bring some income for our country. And above all, this will bring a lot of attention to our country, you know. It will bring a lot of tourists, you know. This will be a kind of outlet where we can really show the little Ethiopia, you know, in one stage, which will invite a lot of tourists for our country. So having great artists here and going to Gondar or Lalibela or Aksum, where we have these historic spaces, and make them, you know, perform there, that will attract a lot of. I hope you know Yanni. He does this kind of things, and he travels all over the world and do his concert, you know. So this is just the center of our activity, but we have a plan to really embrace our country, where we can really promote the whole image of Ethiopia. So I think that is the
peak.
Yes.
Yeah, and I would love to say that you are doing exactly that. You're marketing Ethiopia, you're marketing Ethiopian music in different terms. And yeah, again, I would love to congratulate you because it's a huge accomplishment. So I just heard something that now you're going to some place that I would love to hear from your. Yes, there's a huge news other than what we've been talking now. So what's next? What's new, shall I say?
Yeah, well, it's I think the same experience that we are trying to set up here. You know, it's an international stage. I'm going to play in Carnegie Hall in a week time, which is, I think, it's a dream hall for international artists. It's one of the most prestigious concert hall in the world. It's really many artists' dream hall. So I was very happy and lucky to be really selected and have the chance to perform there. It's going to be next Monday. So I think that is the most inspiring things for me, you know. Oh, I go there now, I will bring more experience and, you know, just to really implement it here as well for this new performing arts center, which is exactly will follow, you know, this big institution's experience, you know. This is what I'm planning to set up, you know, something to the standard, and also, you know, just to be able to even communicate with international concert halls, where we can really exchange artists and bring here and send there. So for me, just after this inauguration, to go to New York, it's another celebration. It's a big celebration for me.
You know, like the smiles that you have in between shows how much makes you happy and how much your spirit is so alive when you talk about it. That's so beautiful. So yeah, thank you so much for your time. The last question I have for you, just like a conclusion, is, as this show is called My Africa, tell us what your Africa is as a musician, as a person that is in the art, and let's conclude.
Yeah, thank you, Zagga. Well, Africa is our love. Africa is really where we have lots of culture and tradition, but still not, you know, as such discovered, you know. We really have to do a lot to represent our continent, you know. So one of the biggest and one of the most even important idea of having this space is also to really make Africa promote, you know, because we have African Union here in our country, in our capital. So the African artists should be really promoted also, where really they can get the biggest attention as the seat of African Union here. So this will be a center where we can really share talents among Africans and also internationally. So I believe that we have really lots of talents in traditional music, in popular music, in classical music within Africa. So, but we're not really discovered, or we didn't expose ourselves enough. Yes. It's just an individual effort that we are all doing, but this kind of institution will support, to bring Africa in the cultural scene as well. So, yeah, we work for Africa, and we will do our best as well.
Yes, definitely we'll do our best.
Yeah.
Again, thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you, Zaka. I'm really honored to have you here. Arts TV is always supporter of art, as your the station name. Yeah. So I'm really grateful. You have done a lot for my past activities and promote my work. So I'm thankful to Arts TV as well.
So guys, I'm not professional, don't judge me, but I have this huge love for piano, and I have came to a realization that music is not just something that we play, but it's a way that we can use to heal ourselves, to express ourselves, to market ourselves, especially as a nation. The music industry that we have as an Africans, as an Ethiopians, should get marketed in a different way. There's a lot of things that we haven't used yet. And I hope you guys got inspired with today's show. This is kind of fun though. And yeah, I had a very good time. I got a very important lessons that I can implement in my life, and I hope you guys did too. Thank you so much for watching, and until I see you guys next week, I'll say goodbye. Bye.